Welcome, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, where we embark on a journey through the labyrinthine corridors of time, uncovering the secrets of our collective past. Today, we find ourselves in the midst of a fascinating tale, one that transports us to the ancient settlement of Catalhöyük, nestled in the heart of modern-day Turkey. As we delve into the story of this enigmatic site, let us first set the stage for the drama that is about to unfold. Imagine yourself standing amidst the rolling hills and vast plains of Anatolia, the sun beating down upon your skin as you gaze out upon the Konya plain. It is here, in this fertile landscape, that the seeds of civilization were sown, giving rise to one of the most intriguing and complex societies of the Neolithic era. Catalhöyük, a name that echoes through the annals of history, is our destination, and it is here that we shall uncover the origins of this ancient settlement. As we turn the pages of time, we find ourselves in the year 7500 BCE, a period marked by significant climatic and environmental changes. The warming of the planet, which had begun around 10,000 years earlier, was now in full swing, leading to the expansion of forests and the growth of new plant species. It is against this backdrop that the earliest inhabitants of Catalhöyük made their appearance, drawn by the region's natural resources and strategic location. The early settlers of Catalhöyük were likely farmers, growing crops such as wheat, barley, and legumes, which would have been well suited to the local climate. They would have also raised animals, including sheep, goats, and cattle, which provided a source of meat, milk, and wool. The nearby Karsamba River, with its reliable supply of water, would have played a crucial role in supporting these early agricultural endeavors. As we explore the early history of Catalhöyük, it becomes clear that the settlement was strategically located near a natural source of obsidian, a highly prized volcanic glass used for toolmaking. The availability of this valuable resource would have attracted traders and artisans from across the region, contributing to the growth and development of the community. One of the key figures involved in the discovery and excavation of Catalhöyük was James Mellart, a British archaeologist who led a team of researchers at the site from 1958 to 1965. Mellart's groundbreaking work revealed a wealth of information about the lives of these ancient people, including their unique art and symbolism, which continues to fascinate scholars to this day. The discovery of intricate murals, sculptures, and pottery has provided valuable insights into the spiritual and cultural practices of the Catalhöyük community. As we continue our journey through the early history of Catalhöyük, we find ourselves on the cusp of a major transformation. The early settlement, with its humble beginnings and gradual growth, is about to give rise to a thriving metropolis, one that will become a hub of cultural, economic, and spiritual activity. Join me, dear listeners, as we step into the vibrant world of Catalhöyük's formative years and uncover the secrets that lie within. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, where we continue our fascinating journey through the ancient settlement of Catalhöyük. It is here in this pivotal moment in history that we find ourselves immersed in the vibrant world of Catalhöyük's formative years. As we delve into the 7th millennium BCE, we witness the emergence of Catalhöyük as a major center of Neolithic civilization. The settlement has grown exponentially, with a population of over 10,000 inhabitants, making it one of the largest urban centers of its time. The city is a marvel of organization, with intricately planned streets, houses, and public buildings. The inhabitants of Catalhöyük have developed a sophisticated system of governance, with evidence of social hierarchies and specialized labor. One of the most striking aspects of Catalhöyük's culture is its unique art and symbolism. The discovery of intricate murals, sculptures, and pottery has provided valuable insights into the spiritual and cultural practices of the community. These artworks often depict scenes of hunting, agriculture, and ritualistic ceremonies, showcasing the deep connection between the inhabitants and their natural environment. For example, the famous hunting shrine mural, discovered by James Mellart, showcases a vivid scene of hunters pursuing wild animals, highlighting the importance of hunting in the community's economy and spiritual practices. The daily life of Catalhöyük's inhabitants is equally fascinating. Archaeological evidence suggests that the people lived in tightly packed houses, often with multiple families sharing a single dwelling. These homes were made of mud brick and timber, with roofs covered in thatch or clay tiles. The inhabitants were skilled farmers, cultivating crops such as wheat, barley, and legumes, which were stored in large granaries. They also raised animals, including sheep, goats, and cattle, which provided a source of meat, milk, and wool. As we explore the spiritual practices of Catalhöyük's inhabitants, we find a complex and multifaceted system of beliefs. The community had a deep reverence for the natural world, with evidence of ritualistic ceremonies and sacrifices to ensure fertility and prosperity. The famous seated woman statue, discovered by Mellart, is a prime example of this spiritual practice, depicting a female figure seated on a throne, surrounded by symbols of fertility and abundance. The economic system of Catalhöyük was equally impressive, with evidence of trade networks stretching across the region. The community traded goods such as obsidian, pottery, and textiles, which were highly prized by neighboring communities. This exchange of goods not only facilitated economic growth, but also fostered cultural exchange and the spread of ideas. As we marvel at the achievements of Catalhöyük's inhabitants, we are reminded of the words of James Mellart, who once said, "Catalhöyük is a window into the past, a glimpse of a world that was both familiar and strange." Indeed, as we gaze upon the ruins of this ancient city, we are struck by the ingenuity, creativity, and resilience of its inhabitants. As we conclude our exploration of Catalhöyük's formative years, we find ourselves on the threshold of a new era. The city has reached the pinnacle of its power and influence, but the seeds of decline have already been sown. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, where we conclude our fascinating journey through the ancient settlement of Catalhöyük. However, the seeds of decline had already been sown. And it is here that we delve into the mysteries of Catalhöyük's decline. The decline of Catalhöyük is a complex and multifaceted phenomenon, with various factors contributing to its eventual downfall. One of the primary reasons was the gradual degradation of the environment. The city's rapid growth had put immense pressure on the surrounding landscape, leading to deforestation, soil erosion, and a decrease in agricultural productivity. As the city's inhabitants struggled to maintain their food supply, social and economic tensions began to rise. Another significant factor was the changing climate. Around 6000 BCE, the region experienced a significant shift in temperature and precipitation patterns, leading to a period of drought and famine. This had a devastating impact on Catalhöyük's agriculture-based economy, forcing the inhabitants to adapt to new and challenging conditions. As the city's fortunes began to decline, its social hierarchies and specialized labor systems started to break down. The ruling elite, who had once maintained control through their mastery of trade and commerce, found themselves struggling to maintain power in the face of economic hardship. This led to a period of social unrest, with evidence of violence and conflict found in the archaeological record. Despite these challenges, the inhabitants of Catalhöyük continued to innovate and adapt. They developed new technologies, such as the use of copper tools, and expanded their trade networks to include neighboring regions. However, these efforts ultimately proved insufficient to stem the tide of decline. The final blow came around 5700 BCE, when a combination of factors, including environmental degradation, climate change, and social unrest, led to the abandonment of the city. The once thriving metropolis was left to ruin, its inhabitants dispersing to other parts of the region in search of better opportunities. And yet, despite its decline and eventual abandonment, Catalhöyük's legacy endures. The city's innovative architecture, Sophisticated art and complex social systems have inspired generations of archaeologists, historians, and scholars. As James Mellard once said, Catalhöyük is a window into the past, a glimpse of a world that was both familiar and strange. Indeed, as we gaze upon the ruins of this ancient city, we are reminded of the ingenuity, creativity, and resilience of its inhabitants. As we conclude our journey through Catalhöyük, we are left with a profound sense of respect for the people who once called this city home. Their story is a testament to the power of human innovation and adaptation, and a reminder that even in decline, there is always the potential for growth, renewal, and transformation. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the ancient settlement of Catalhöyük. Until next time, farewell. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.